Anyway, welcome back to Sagas of the Paired Lands. This time it is actually Session 3 instead of Session 2.5, meaning we are going to be continuing the story proper instead of having a special little side event that was the last session. Last time we were here is a proper session. They had finished killing the river drake, they had reached the shack of the shipwright and gotten information that the wood that was used to patch the ship was apparently mostly only found in the year 2 Khanates, except for a small patch that was found on the bay, further down the river past Sparbler and on the other side of that, due to some Fey interference. The climate wasn't right for it normally, but it does exist in this part of that part of the bay, thanks to it. Well, thanks to the Fey. And for those of you wondering, we're starting a little late because I was very tired and wasn't fully awake, so I took a nap and I overslept a little bit, and then I got a call from Caden, so you can thank Caden for the fact that we're playing it all. Anyway.
If you want to see more quality content like this, give Caden hero points.
Alright. So we'll be beginning in that cabin in a moment, but first let's go through character introductions. And last time we went right to left. The times before that we went left to right. So this time I'm just gonna roll a d3 and we'll see what happens.
Dibs.
So we're starting with Greentron.
I called it! Yes!
Hi.
Greentron is playing Aaron, so brief description of your character, doesn't have to be too much, and I had a question, but because I overslept, you guys don't get a question. Because I feel like that would be rude.
What are Aaron's sleeping habits? Go.
I've already answered this. Okay, so first off, Sarah and Ray Cleric, and they have amnesia, and just keep getting hit with confusion with all the shit going on. God damn. And their sleeping habits, they write in a journal every night before they sleep, and they do that because they take a long time to go to sleep. But once they do, they sleep pretty heavily.
Well, that's neat.
D2?
I mean, I was just gonna roll a D2, yeah. But Aaron, the Sarah and Ray Cleric. Green hair, basically has no idea where they're from, and it's really funny to me. Anyway, Caden.
Get McFucking-wrecked, nerd. Hi, I'm Caden. I play Briar. Briar is a half-elf. I always say a fuckboy, frat boy. Voted least favorite member of the party by everyone else. They're here to cause trouble.
No, this is not an official vote. This was just simply a thing put forth by Briar themselves about themselves.
No. They don't believe it. It's just the truth. We've already discussed.
Oh, my apologies. This is a thing about Briar put forth by Caden without a vote.
Zuniver is viewing on the party. Aaron is so helpful and wonderful. And then there's Briar. Aaron's like, Zuniver is so reliable. And then there's Briar. Anyway, sleeping habits. Briar actually doesn't have trouble falling asleep or waking up. Like, I think everyone kind of expects them to be the kind of person that always wants to sleep in. But there's so many interesting things to do when you're awake. Who needs to go to Dreamland?
Me. But that's not the point.
Me too.
I like sleep.
And finally, we have Is Not Stupid Izzy playing Xenovera.
Xenovera is old. Xenovera is traumatized. He was a soldier, but he's not a soldier anymore.
No, that's unrelated to his trauma.
His family got Thanos snapped.
I didn't say that!
That is a possibility, but the truth is, Xenovera doesn't know what happened to them. Anyway.
It's true. They may not actually have been turned to dust. There was just dust in his place. You don't know.
There was dust everywhere.
Nobody knows.
There was dust everywhere. Was that his family, or was it the passage of time? Nobody knows. And since the other two answered, you got any notes on Zunivera's sleeping habits?
He likes to do carving before he goes to sleep, and if he can help it. And if no one knows, he's probably sleeping with the dragon. Like, literally not like... No. Caden, stop! Caden, stop!
So not sleeping with the dragon, but sleeping with the dragon.
Like, adjacent to the dragon, maybe cuddled with the dragon.
Sleeping within a 5-foot area radius.
Of course, yes.
Within a 10
I
foot square of the
remember when the phrase sleeping with someone was very just like,
dragon. Innocuous?
yeah.
Yeah.
I only started laughing because Idna freaked out.
I only freaked out because you started laughing!
No!
No, you freaked out first. I was there.
No! You weren't there. Cody, you're
Somebody
not there.
put the clip in chat.
Anyway, so, as previously mentioned, they had just gotten to Shipwright's cabin. Now, during session 2.5, the special edition session that happened on Tuesday, they all had a shared dream about a ship, some pirates, and a bit of fighting and capturing of loot, followed by that ship being completely fucking wrecked by a much larger ship, somewhere off the coast of the Tetherian dynasty. And they awoke, and made breakfast for Fortune, and, well, we come back to, find out what they plan to do next.
I believe our original plan was to head back to town to update them on what we had learned regarding the wood.
Yeah,
And also, I was thinking about it, and actually, I should probably get into character for this. I don't know if Ricky, he remembers the name. I don't know if Ricky has enough influence, but she might actually be able to help us.
with a boat, one would hope.
At the very least, it's, someone who does have influence in the town, and this is pretty important for everyone.
If nothing else, we could inform the militia there. The guards, whatever you want to call them. See if they have any boats spare.
What is a town guard but an impromptu militia?
Yeah. Thanks, voice in the sky.
Well, they're also a police force, so I mean, there's that.
At any rate.
Alright, well, we should probably head out pretty early.
Yeah. Zunivera gathers his pack and starts to head out to wake up Zeno. Oh, sorry, there we go.
Xenovera has to wake up Xenovera.
I mean, that's fair.
I'm not awake.
I need to wake myself up, too. So,
Yeah.
that's where we are on that. Meanwhile, you may notice Briar's not in the room anymore. They're already in the cart.
Briar's in the cart. Briar didn't say anything. Briar just kind of got in the cart, and I mentioned it off stream. But for those of you who are watching who may care, Briar used a combination of their ring of discretion and their disguise kit that they have on hand to change up their look. Because that's what you do, buddy.
Do you have a token for this?
I don't have a token for this. I didn't want to have to change my token every day.
Well, would you like to describe the change at all, or?
Sure. Actually, what I could do is step one is Is it not going to let me send this to Cody? Just kidding. I'm not sending this to Cody. They pulled out one of their wigs from their disguise kit, which is like long and brown and has like lots of really pretty braids in it. And they did their makeup so that way they look a little bit more feminine than normal. Just like subtle stuff. And then their ring of discretion is they're basically just wearing like a tunic and long boots. If you've ever seen like The Legend of Zelda, they're wearing Link's outfit, but without like the undershirt and pants.
Do I need to make, like, is it close enough that I would even recognize them?
It's I would assume it's fairly obvious that I'm chilling in it. I still look like it's not a full disguise. There's no one else going to be in the cart.
Even if it was, it takes time to apply a full disguise, and it's not like you guys were sitting in the house for 20 minutes.
Yeah, I don't think it took you guys longer than, 10 minutes? 10 minutes?
Maybe not even. Who knows?
I don't
we had breakfast, but that was...
I imagine Briar also ate, so I don't think it's...
Yeah.
I think this would be more something that was happening as Azaria was being hooked up to the cart itself. Anyway, The trip back to Riverford is not exactly uneventful, but it is quiet. There is one small hiccup that occurs, though, and... Oh, Greentron,
The
I need...
same skeletons.
The same No, Greentron, I need you to roll a D100.
D100, alright.
D100.
1, go.
69!
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
I wasn't prepared for that option.
No, I was. I just need to find where it is on the chart.
I hope there's a special... Wait.
Mm.
There's a special joke option, but let's not keep up with the theme, okay?
Well,
Okay,
I
guys,
just
I've
want
got
it to be
this.
nice.
Let's hair back.
while you're traveling, you hit a bump in the road, and looking over the cart, you notice that somehow, Aaron, you notice this. Zuniver, of course, is just, moving the Drake along, and Briar is worried about their new look, I suppose. You notice there's a hero point in one of the wheels, and also a crossbow.
Motherfucker.
This hero point is from Panda from the chat, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I see. To me?
Yeah, to you.
Mine.
But yes, you notice that in the wheel, somehow tangled in it and just sort of following along with the wheel now, is a crossbow.
Can I take the crossbow?
Yes.
Anything else alongside next to the wheel that might be, like, stuff for the crossbow?
Thank you, Panda.
If there was anything, you've kind of went past it by now, but you just have a crossbow.
Alright.
It's a light crossbow. It's a two-handed crossbow, so it's a light crossbow. Using two hands, D8. It's not a hand crossbow, is what I'm saying.
Does it look to be in decent quality?
Very, actually. Which is really weird considering we were traveling through the river basin of the low tide area of the river. There was mud everywhere. No mud on the crossbow.
Kind of.
They're in right.
Kind of just examines it for a little bit and then looks over to Briar. Hey, would you want to try using this?
Sure. Briar's very confused.
I don't have much of a need for a crossbow personally, but
What are
thought
we
maybe
using back
it
there?
could help you. What does Xenovera
What?
say?
Hey.
What are we using back there?
Well, apparently whatever it is, it creates aerosol hero points.
Wow.
That's...
Thanks, hero in the sky.
Which-
Thank you, Mystical Panda.
Yes, that's a hero point for each.
Briar,
as well,
Briar,
by
I
the way.
suppose will take it and be like, so by the way, the other day when we were in the guardhouse, one of the guards gave me this dagger, and I show the watchman's dagger, and it glows with an ethereal flame, and it represents us as one of the guard. Did you maybe want it?
I mean, I don't think I need it personally, but good to know. So that we can show that to guardsmen and they'll know.
Yeah, it represents us as being, kind of working for them, like respected and stuff.
Alright, good to know.
Yeah, thanks for the crossbow.
Well, if you're offering it, then sure, I can go ahead and take it.
Briar's so sad. Briar hands over the watchman's dagger.
So, just a question. Zuniver asks as he's like stretching. Where'd you get that?
Don't worry about it.
Where they... You were there when they got it.
No, not the dagger.
No.
Oh,
the
the
crossbow.
Oh, the crossbow.
Crossbow,
Briar is ignoring that.
I
I
Don't
found-
worry about it.
So, just for a description of where I found it, it was in a broken down cart. In
No,
the
it was in your cart, attached to
cart.
the wheel,
Oh.
It was
just
in
sort
one
of
of the spokes of the wheel.
one of the spokes of the wheel,
Yeah.
just sort of going in a circle, and you look down.
Graham,
Oh.
since you're taking the watchman's dagger, here's what I have filled out for it.
Oh, I'll go ahead and write all that down later because
Yeah.
I don't have a moment right now. But it was actually in the wheel.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, no, it was in our cart, in the wheel.
No. Sure. Fine, whatever.
Doesn't matter. It's my crossbow now, and it just wanted to show up for me.
No any bolts?
Do I have any bolts?
Why would you?
Fuck! Shouldn't have given the dagger away.
I
We'll get
mean,
you some bolts.
bolts are extremely cheap. We can get them as soon as we get back.
I mean, I just don't do ranged weaponry, but
I mean, if you don't want to use it.
Well, now you do.
I gave you the dagger, so you can. I'll keep this. You keep that. I guess.
No.
I guess.
Are you happy with that trade?
Why does that matter?
What do you mean? I can give you the dagger back.
I mean, it's. You were telling me about something you found, so I was trying to be fair or whatever, because I guess what I did was kind of rude, and I'm sorry. And I'm trying to make it up to you.
I am not entirely sure what you did wrong, but
Well, I mean,
it's okay. Do you want the
Okay.
dagger back?
Yes.
I'll hand the dagger back.
Do you want the crossbow?
No, I don't have much of a need for it.
Well, then it's not a good apology if I don't give you anything.
I,
What do you want?
I really
You want my other dagger? And I pull out another dagger.
Is it a spare?
Yeah, I guess.
Then sure, just let's do
Okay,
that.
cool. So we're good. We're good, right?
We're good.
Okay, cool.
It's
And
a
this
very
episode-
awkward smile and nod.
And in this episode,
I-
we learned that Briar has issues. Who would have guessed?
Brian
Wow.
has so many
Oh, that's
issues.
rude.
It's true. Briar
Not rude.
is trying so hard here, but they don't. They're not good at this. They're trying, okay? Alright, cool. You have a dagger.
Nice.
And also no use for a dagger.
No, shut up. Briar's trying so hard to be cool.
Anyway, you arrive back in River.
Oh, is he still here?
Ooh.
The captain.
Of course, he said that he wasn't. They weren't
Yeah,
going to
he
be
said
setting off for a
for a
while.
few days.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You return to Riverford, coming back to the area of the port, and, well, I mean, it's a lot more quiet than it was previously. Most of the townsfolk aren't around. There's less guard, most likely injuries and that sort of thing still recovering. And the sailors who are still here are mostly with the free sail and just haven't pushed off yet.
So,
And,
who do we approach first? Ricky, the captain.
I'd say
God.
probably the captain.
Right off.
Let's let them
We'll
know.
bring the cart on
ask
over.
them Yeah, we can ask them for a favor first, and if that doesn't work, then I can go to Ricky and see what I can
I can't drag you two, okay? I can drag everything else but you two.
Hey, did we ever find out what that building's for, by the way?
Which one? That one.
That
Was,
one.
like, house. No.
Yes.
clue.
Am I familiar with what that building is, seeing as I've been here for a month?
That's the dock house. It's used for import, export, and other paperwork. The dockmaster who lives there generally runs the whole like import, export, tracking operations, registering who's coming in and when, and that sort of thing.
I say that all word for word.
Oh, he might actually. I mean, I'm assuming that they don't have any paperwork because they're like bad guys, but maybe he'll know something too.
Maybe.
You can always ask. You've got a
Captain
whole
first, let's go.
Vincent
Jumps
is
off the
just sort of sitting on the dock with a fishing rod left lazily in the water, just fishing without really caring about the fact that he's fishing.
Captain Vincent.
Oh. Well,
That's-
didn't expect you to come back so soon. What's the news? You have
we have a
the...
likely location of where they're going to be headed out. Or hiding out, excuse me.
Alright. Good.
And he'll describe the situation with the dock worker and
I'll
how
present
they
my
were told
map.
about.
I can present my map to help with the explanation as well, since I'm pretty sure the dude marked it out.
Yeah, he did. And Xenovera will explain the whole deal with the wood and shit, all that jazz. But like more concise and clear and not rude.
Wow, you called me rude?
No, I'm calling him rude.
Yes. Okay then. Well, I mean, that's where you're headed then, right?
Yes, but we were here to see
It'll
if we could
probably be
commandeer a
flow
ship
on
that
foot.
goes.
Oh, well, that's true, but... Well... That's true, but I can't exactly take the free sail down that way. First of all, it would most likely be seen, and secondly, we do have other deliveries to make, at least to maintain our profit margins, and so the fact that
Indeed.
I can
We
make
weren't
them
here for
pay
your
you.
ship, of course. Much too big, anyways.
Well, yes, as I said, it would be spotted too easily. There is maybe something I can do, though. We have an ashore ship that's for when we're not bringing the free sail in fully to bear, or when we need to go up a smaller river with smaller supplies. You may be able to take that down the river. It shouldn't be a problem so long as you stay close to the shorelines and go around the edges of the bay. It'll be faster than by foot, at least.
And that will be available for us whenever?
I can have it set up. Any of you know how to steer a ship?
Not particularly.
I was hoping Xenovera would know how to do that. Briar, do you have any experience with this?
I'm a fast learner.
I have basic
Thumbs up.
knowledge. I don't have the... Would it be survival to steer a ship?
No.
Like a small boat?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so.
Pretty sure it's the skill check of ship steering.
Sailing lore, actually, but yes.
So I can't use warfare. Got it.
No.
Sadness. What if it was a warship? What if we put cannons on it?
No, but if this was a dedicated war vessel, then perhaps, but it would have to actually be built for that.
Okay.
This is just a transport.
I mean, I tried figuring it out in the dream, but I don't think that I learned enough. Normal thing to say, by the way.
Anyways, I don't suppose you could lend us a hand to help us steer the ship.
Well, I have somebody who can come along with you, I suppose. He's not really doing anything right now anyway, so I can put him on the helm of the ship for you. Just
That'd be
two
most
things.
appreciated.
First of all,
Yes,
make sure he doesn't get himself killed. Right?
of course.
Second, ship's not going to be yours, it's just lended to you for the job. Any damage comes to it, you're going to need to pay for it, or it's coming out of your pay for what...
Understood.
That's fair enough. Well, I mean, if those are the only conditions, I feel that would make things a lot easier on us.
Yes.
You're still under my employ in this case, so if I have a way to help you along, I'll do what I can.
Thank you kindly.
About what time is it?
Well, at the moment, because you've been traveling for most of the day in order to get back to Riverford from the shipwright's cabin, it's around 4 p.m. It's not too late, but it's not exactly early.
Damn, I missed time for Vero's lunch. I think it's close to time for dinner.
I don't think you need to worry about that anymore.
But I wanted to say hi.
I mean...
And it's only polite. You get to say hi to Ricky, right? And then I'll go head over and bring Vero dinner.
Yeah. We're gonna be staying here anyways, so...
We are?
Maybe not over... It'd probably be a good idea to stay overnight, right?
Well, I was thinking if we have someone else to man the ship, we
True.
could have them sail us while we were
Maybe we
taking
should
shifts.
ask if they're okay with sailing through the night before we make plans.
That is fair.
Mm-hmm. Well, either way, we can stay here for a little bit and catch up with people we know, and
Yes.
then head out whenever.
I'll go inform the god of the situation.
Are you going alone?
Would you like to come with me?
No, but you're gonna need the dagger.
Yes, it's true. Would you like to stir
I
Zarya
hand
this
over
time?
the dagger.
He'll take it and sheath it. It's already sheathed. What am
Don't
I saying? He's gonna just
lose
like put it on
this.
his like belt pouch.
Don't lose it.
Puts the sheath
Yes.
dagger in another sheath.
Yeah.
Promise me.
I promise I won't lose the dagger.
Okay.
Do you want to stir Zarya or not?
No, I'm not going. You're going. I have business
Fine.
to attend
I'll see you
to.
later then.
Bye.
Unhooks the Zarya, starts trotting off.
Well, if everyone's splitting up, I'm gonna go say hi to Ricky for a bit.
Yeah, I'll come with you because food.
Alright.
No.
And while the party split, the town is attacked again! No.
No!
And I don't have my dagger!
It's not like you use the dagger in combat anyway.
I mean-
Are RPing these or?
Well, I was waiting for you guys to move, but we'll start with Xenovera.
Yeah.
I think
Xenovera.
Xenovera's like mission is very cut and dry.
Yeah.
He would approach and hop off Zarya like a bit of a ways before he got to the guard post, so they didn't like spook anyone before entering.
Alright.
I assume the same man is always at the front desk
Yes.
as per usual.
That is
So he
correct.
would walk up, half unsheath the dagger, and nod to him.
What, are you gonna
Just-
stab me?
No,
And why bother with a dagger?
just because. I'll sheath it again.
What, you think I don't recognize you? I'm not that old.
He smiles at that. Is Xenovera older than this guy?
That's hard to tell. The guy has completely gray hair, short wispy hair, and a very like sunken face. But he doesn't look weak. To
Gotcha.
explain it, he looks very old, but
Like weathered, but not
yeah.
like weak.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
is Xenovera older than him? I'd say probably not, but
Gotcha. He's like in his mid-late 40s.
yeah, definitely not then.
Okay. At any rate, we have some information.
Yeah, what's up?
According to the shipwright out in the river, and then he'll go through the spiel again because I don't want to explain everything. Like,
Mhm.
yeah.
All right. That's far outside where we can do anything about it, though. So why are you telling me?
Well, I had been hoping you might be able to spare a man or two, but if it's outside of your jurisdiction, there's not much else I can ask you to do.
Well, it's outside of our jurisdiction for two reasons. One, it's outside the town. Two, it's outside the country.
I suppose.
It's a normal troll.
Is it really that far away?
Well, if you look at the map, you can see that the bay that is being talked about is half more like a fourth Kirograd
Can you-
and 3/4
Cody,
Can you put us on the map so we can see the map?
I don't remember how far away it is. I'm not good with maps.
Let me just put you on. You should. I already sent everybody the map. You all have the map.
I don't have this.
You do. I sent you.
Look,
I don't
DM,
remember
it's
this.
very far.
But yeah, fair enough. That's far away.
no,
Get away, gosh.
It's also outside the country.
Yeah, that's fair.
that's a normal troll, buddy. Take him with us.
I should mention that it's well, let me just draw a mark here. As said by Fortune, it's somewhere in this alcove right here.
Ah, yeah, that's pretty.
Got it.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay.
By the way, all of you, I mean, I guess for reporting to the guard instead of giving you people, he gives you all hero points. Also, I guess this is now
Yay!
Odie.
What?
So I have
Thank
3 hero points then?
you.
Yep.
Thank you.
You've
Alright.
all been gifted 2 hero points this session. Remember, you can only hold up to 3 gift hero points, and then daily refreshing one. So.
Cool. Wait, we've been gifted 2?
Well, yes, one
yeah,
from
one
Panda.
by Panda and one by Odie.
Yep.
And we haven't had a chance to use
Oh.
any.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
No rolls have happened yet, so you know. Anyway, as he has made clear, yes, that is outside the country, so he can't really do anything about that.
Gotcha. I didn't realize. I wouldn't have asked if I'd realized. Fair enough.
Xenovera has a strong estimation of their abilities.
What do you mean? Guard is better than no guard.
Yeah, well, thanks for telling us, I guess. I don't know, maybe I can pass it along to someone. Nothing we can do.
Fair enough. Have a good day then.
Yeah.
Until leave.
Meanwhile,
Aaron,
over
do you
at the
wanna go
tavern.
first?
Hmm?
You want to go first, or should I?
He'll go first. And walk up to Ricky.
Hey, welcome back. How things going out there?
Well, we know where they are now, so we're gonna be sailing out there.
Alright, well, I wish you luck, kid.
I'm here for a little bit, so I was gonna stay here and maybe have something to eat.
Yeah, no problem. What do you want?
He'll list his favorite from this place that I do not know what it is.
I want to see the tavern
Apple
menu,
pie.
Cody, right now.
Apple pie.
Most of it is just meats bought from local stores into various stews, and none of it is cooked amazingly. Ricky is not a very good cook. She's a brewer. But, you know, it's decent.
But it's still comfortable eating it because it reminds me of home.
Yeah, because this is home now.
Considering you have no memories of an actual home, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
It's all really. I just wanted to eat here.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that fun?
That's so cute. Hey, Ricky, has my friend Farrell gotten his food yet today? I mean, his dinner. Obviously, he's had lunch.
Well, he actually came by and picked it up a little bit ago.
Oh. Can I have a plate of food, please?
Yeah, sure.
Whatever is, like, preferably a silver or less.
Nah, don't worry about it. You're helping out Aaron. I can give you a meal for today.
Oh. Thank you. Briar kind of, like, doesn't know how to handle that. After Briar gets the food, they're gonna head over to Veryl's shop. Because it's their buddy.
Does not know how to handle gifts.
I'm trying to. It's not a matter of gifts. There's a certain.
Oh, you're back.
Like, I, by the way, walked over with the tray.
Of course.
Hey, Veryl, we're back in town for the night, and I came to bring you your food, but then I found out you already had your food, but I wanted to see how you are.
I'm just fine. Finished eating a little bit ago.
Hey, fun fact, it turns out that the current mission that we're on is gonna lead us over to, and I explained the area with the Feywild Wood, in the far side of the Khanites. Out of curiosity, since you seem really knowledgeable, I was wondering if, other than the fact that Fortune mentioned using cold iron for protection, you had any advice that you might like to teach me, because you're a great teacher?
Well, cold iron is a good defense, but I can't exactly think that that'll be the only. They are fickle, they like to play games. Perhaps you can convince them to play a game instead of a fight. Comes down to it. Besides that, as long as you don't trample over nature, I suppose they probably won't, unless you've got Levelant Fey like a Knuckly. No, if you're into a Knuckly, run. Kill
And
everyone
for
in
the
the
person
village.
who's not good at spelling it, how do you spell that?
Hell if I know, I need to look it up.
Cody! You know so many things!
You say that as if I know how to spell a Nucleave. Nucleave's that name is not easy to spell. Give me a second.
Oh, right. I know how to.
Schniffidlin.
Knuckle-a-V, they're big and evil and heinous. Yeah. I just had to remember A Bard's Tale. I'm caught up now. Well, thank you very much for the advice. I really do appreciate it. You've been so kind to me. And
You're not
Briar,
trying
like,
to get anything out of me, are you?
looks through their belongings to like try and find something to give him, and then they're like, "No, I really just wanted to talk to you because you were nice. I just thought you might have advice. So other than the advice, no. Sorry I didn't make it in time to get your dinner.
I wasn't expecting you to return anyway, so it's not like that's a big deal. I'm not working here anymore, after all.
Well, yeah, but it would have been nice. That word is so foreign to Briar. All right, well, I don't want to take up too much of your valuable time. I guess I should meet back with the others. Thank you. Briar, like, starts to leave. It does that, like, that sad puppy dog look back, and then, like...
Have a nice day, ex-apprentice.
Bye, Val. Thank you, Val.
Oh.
We're trying something new here, guys. We're trying to make friends for the first time. It's very difficult.
Well, you're trying to make friends with the antisocial alchemist wizard, so...
I mean, if Caden can do it, why can't Briar?
What?
I
Don't you know they know a bunch of alchemist wizards?
No. Everyone knows Cody's antisocial alchemist wizard.
No,
Cody.
I'm definitely not a wizard.
What about an alchemist?
Definitely not.
Why not?
Okay, look,
Wait,
technically...
but you do want to be a wizard.
Okay, so technically speaking, I guess you could describe me kind of like that, because biochemistry, and I would love to be able to cast magic. That's not really what the same thing.
No, you are exactly the same.
I'm also not antisocial, I don't think. Maybe, kind of.
Biochemistry is close enough to alchemy.
Briar, by the way, who was eating on, like, the way back. Hey, did you want to go see who the import-exporty dude was, just to... Because we missed him the first time?
Do we have any reason to be there?
Maybe not, but you don't know what you're going to find out unless you go.
Well, I wouldn't want to waste their time, and also I'm hungry.
Well, I look at, like, my mostly empty tray. I offer, like, a scrap of bread to Xenovera.
Zuniver shrugs, like, takes the bread, looks at it, like, once or twice, and then just eats it. Sure, let's go.
Yes!
I was gonna bit. Later, Ricky.
Before I leave, I wanted to ask Ricky one question, which was just, so, how's the town been holding up since we left?
For the most part, they've been alright. No serious injuries that, couldn't be fixed just by a little bit of bed rest for the most part. I mean, those are the actual fight itself that didn't get immediate treatment from you anyway. Rebuilding's fine. They didn't do a lot of property damage. Really, the only biggest problem with them stuff they took with them, but
Well, that's good to hear at least.
Well, that townsfolk are worried. See, it's kind of empty in here recently.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure it'll get back to normal soon, if things aren't too bad. Plus, hopefully soon we'll be back with the stuff they took.
Yeah, hopefully. Just don't get yourself killed out there.
I'll be careful, and I'll try to make sure that they're safe too.
Is this Bottle Man?
Which one?
This one.
No. Which bottle man do you mean?
The one that tried to break the bottle during the fight? Is that
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still chilling.
Him a silver, and says, "Thanks for trying to help that last time."
Oh, yeah, of course.
That's
Wouldn't
it.
really,
Because he didn't get to thank him last time. Like, even if he didn't do anything, he appreciates the sentiment.
little delayed, but yeah, sure, of course.
This episode is brought to you by the power of friendship.
Friendship. It'll help you fight gods in JRPG.
What?
Yes.
Well,
And save Christmas.
yes.
No, I'm pretty sure I ruined. Anyway, Briar's gonna start heading towards.
No, the power of friendship helps you save Christmas, usually by, killing a god.
Well, Aaron will wave goodbye to Ricky.
Are you coming with us?
Yes, however, I, as Green, I'm gonna go grab food real quick.
Okay. Is the door like open?
It's
Is the guard
unlocked.
stopping us?
No, it's unlocked, but it's not just wide open.
I kind of just look at the guard to see if he does anything, and then let myself in.
Yeah, no, it's meant for people to come in to speak with the dockmaster. It's a office workplace. I don't. Alright.
Briar's a little nervous around guards, okay? They
Name.
just keep waiting to find out there's a rule they don't know about.
Name, company, where you'll be going, and what you have with you.
Briar, I'm with the free sale. We're going not with the free sale. We're going to the Khanites. Wait, no, I had a... Xenovera, help!
We were checking in with you to see if we could... What's the word for it? Glean any information that you might have.
About?
Looks back to Briar.
I was hoping that since you know ships, you would be able to give us information regarding... I did not plan this well. Briar looks at Zuniver, looks at the dockmaster.
We wanted to know if you knew anything about this ship that had stolen all the goods.
Considering it parked illegally, no, I know nothing.
Not even the Mick.
You didn't
Some sort of-
recognize it?
Some sort of war sloop. Was a little busy murdering those who tried to break in here.
That's
You
fair.
murdered him?
It's more like self-defense, honestly.
No, I mean on your own. How'd you do it? What did you do?
I
What
put
did
a
you do?
spear through their chests.
Briar, please. They might put a spear through our chest, too.
It would be worth it. That's
Would it?
so cool.
Half my job
All
is
right.
dealing with unruly dock workers and collecting taxes from people who may not want to pay them. Of course, I am ready for a fight.
We were just hoping that you may have heard rumors that might assist us, because I'm assuming that you don't appreciate them trying to break into your shop and murder you. So
I
we
don't
thought maybe-
appreciate them breaking the laws of the port either.
That is very rude. Who would do that?
I
There's so
wonder.
many times that I'm so glad that there's not a camera.
Briar looks through it and smiles.
I wonder. Look, I am doing
He's
paperwork.
not wearing pants against the law.
I'm doing paperwork.
Alright.
If you have any notes or cargo you are transporting, please sign them on the manifest. Do not, please leave me be.
Well, I don't know if we have to tell you that we're probably going to be leaving by boat, but if so, we are.
Was the boat already with the free sale when it arrived?
Yes.
Then no.
Yes. Cool. Okay, well, if you don't know anything, then bye. Briar walks out. Straight up like this.
Once they get outside, Xenovera's like, it's fine.
What?
Are you happy?
I mean, it was... Wouldn't the spear be the same size as... Sees the guard. I'm fine. We didn't get any information. A little disappointed.
Right.
I mean, I kind of thought, right? Dockmasters know ships. I thought he would know ship stuff.
Offers a hand to help Briar up.
Briar fucking jumps it.
Okay. Jumps the hand, also very cool.
Yeah. It's worth style points, okay? Shouldn't we go talk to that guy that Vincent said he was sending with us so we can see if he's tired and maybe needs eat.
Should, but if I have any bet, it's probably a drunkard.
Why? Captain Vincent seems like he knows
mentioned
what's
that
up.
They weren't doing anything. There's a few reasons for that.
Yeah. I
One
mean,
is
but
because
he's
it's
probably just
drunk.
hanging out, fishing. Vincent was
Captain-
fishing.
Well, that's because he's the captain. He can do whatever the damn well pleases.
I mean, what else are you gonna do? They don't have to unload cargo because all of their cargo got stolen.
This is true.
Like, what are they supposed to be doing?
Have you
This
gone
is
in
the
yet?
transmission.
Yes,
to
they
figure
went
out where to
in.
put this
They
place
went in,
quietly.
and the Dock
Briar made a
Master.
fool of himself.
Oh,
Dock Master's a very serious, lawful individual.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. However, we found out that he murdered people by throwing a spear into their chest, and he's like, so Briar was like, that's really cool. And we're about to go head over to talk to the guy that Captain Vincent is sending with us, and I'm about to eat because my mouth is watering, so I hope it's not loud.
Got it.
Nom, nom, nom,
Shut up!
nom. But is it good?
I got candied yams. Fuck yeah,
Oh,
I was gonna
nice.
make them myself. I don't got
Good job.
no marshmallows though.
Oh.
Well,
Sorry, let's go. Let's go.
I am ready.
Yum.
Aaron's not on the dragon.
There's only so much room on the dragon.
Aaron,
Briar
But Xenovera would
walk.
help them.
Briar
No, Zuniver
walk.
would get them up as well. They're
No.
smallish.
I backflip off so that way Aaron can go on the dragon.
Oh.
No, I'm fine with
Alternatively,
walking.
they could just walk. They do, in fact, have legs.
It's
Bah.
not a long walk.
Who doesn't want to ride on a dragon?
Alright, you have not, in fact, rode on the dragon yet.
I mean, all right.
You've ridden on the horse, but
I mean, it's pretty fun. You should get to do it at least once. Briar keeps walking.
And I guess Aaron rides the dragon for 30 feet.
Yep.
Yeah, and
It seems.
Zuniver will hop off and just like let them just sit on the dragon.
look, now you can look, Aaron, see, you don't know if you've ever done that before, but now you can say that you have. Like, the whole thing is now you get to make new memories, and now you get to say you've ridden on a dragon.
Oh,
Isn't that cool?
I guess that's true.
Yeah,
As
you
a
could,
note,
like,
that is only-
make a reverse bucket list.
As a note, that is only technically correct, as is, it's a drake, which is a kind of lesser dragon, but, it's not like, when people think dragon, it's not generally what they think of.
I
Oh.
pat Azaria on the little spot that Xenovera showed me. Who's a good girl? In Draconic.
I'll,
Have to
get-
specify.
Go get off Azaria and start walking normally. That was something. All right, let's go talk.
We're just a band of idiots. All three of us.
I'm
All
glad
of us.
I'm not the only one thinking that.
I mean, I didn't think that was untrue when we started. I didn't think that was...
Yeah, band of three
I-
idiots, and then also Aaron.
Wow. Wow. That's just rude to Zarya, okay?
What's
Can't
Azaria
help it.
is an idiot. She
Ex-
doesn't even
They
understand when I
can't
talk to her.
help it.
Excuse me, what is Azari's intelligence modifier?
Leave them alone. Don't look at that.
That's what I thought.
Mine is
Don't
mine is
look at
10. Aaron's
No.
intelligence modifier is 10.
Modifier?
That's pretty
No.
smart. That's a 30.
Jesus
Damn.
Christ! What?
Yeah, what
You're
the fuck?
idiot.
Not even
How do
achievable in
you
this
walk
fucking
with that
game. What
giant
the fuck?
brain?
No, I'm really not that smart. It's just a modifier of 10. Intelligence 30. It's fine.
I have a modifier of 2, okay?
It's actually a modifier of 0. The answer was it's actually just 10. So,
Yes.
I'm
So
the
you want the score of
smartest
the
one
modifier for
here?
Zarya?
Yes. I'm very wise.
I
Anyway.
don't know shit.
you guys get back to
Anyway.
the dock after walking 30 feet.
Yes.
We're gonna talk to the dude that Vincent said would go with us.
If he's here, that is.
He's on the ship right now.
Oh, okay. There's no reason for us to be here.
Well, I mean, you can
No,
go get
we
him.
need to find out if we're leaving tonight or not. If he's been sleeping all day, we can go. If not, we can't.
Okay. We should probably ask Vincent what's their name.
All right, Vincent, we finished our. Wait. Before I say that, could I have picked up bolts?
Yes. Bolts are
Can
1
I
silver per
say
10
that
bolts.
I did that?
Yeah, that's fine.
How much?
It's 1 silver per 10 bolts.
And do I write that in where?
Well, there's an inventory section.
Yeah,
Stored, excuse me.
Are they worn or stored?
Stored.
Stowed.
Stored item.
Okay, thank you. That was all I wanted. All right, now that I've at some point grabbed 30 bolts for 3 silver, that was all I wanted, man. That was just simple question was if they were restored or not. Anyway, we're gonna. Vincent, now that we're done with our business in town, we wanted to ask if we could talk to your man regarding our plans going forward.
Oh, yeah, he's still on the ship. His name's Tess. Should be on the main deck. I think he just finished putting the boat in the water.
Tess?
No, Tet. Who's Tess? How did you
I
get
heard Tex.
How did you get that out
also
of
heard
Tet?
I'm sorry. It was a long road. We apparently still have the ring of the wheels of the cart in our ears.
At least Tex I can understand. How would you get Tess?
The Last of Us.
Oh,
Keep on walking.
Right. I don't suppose that boat is large enough to hold a dragon. Drake, excuse me. Sorry, Zarya.
I'm sorry. Did you think I wouldn't account for that?
I assumed you would,
Vincent
but I wanted
does
to make
seem
sure.
very
Okay.
knowledgeable. He knows what he's doing.
Why would I give you a boat that you couldn't bring your riding?
He kind of just like shrugs. But he
I
thought it might have
feel
been
as though
funny.
you are all underestimating me.
Well, I thought it would
I
have been
would
funny.
never. Really
Be
like what you've
honest.
done with the place. Good job.
To be honest,
Guys, let's go. We're making fools of ourselves.
All right. Thank
Zarya,
you.
Stay.
Do you think I was giving you a rowboat to seat 4 people? To travel across a river that normally has ships going up and down it?
I hope not.
I'm sorry. I tried Xenovera. You're on your own.
What do you
I was
mean?
under the impression we were all actively booking it, so I guess we're still.
Yeah.
No, that's...
They're saying this as they're walking.
Yeah,
next to-
basically.
Thank you,
Sorry,
Vincent.
sorry,
You're
just, like,
wonderful.
Sorry, just like sits down next to him and like watches him fish.
Hello, riding Drake.
It's Snuffles.
Hello, you big stupid idiot.
He just pats it on the side and continues
It
fishing.
likes it. Just like licks him once, then just keeps watching.
So, this man sort of just stumbles off the ship. He appears to be putting a boot back on aloft at some point. Hey, oh.
Are they nice boots?
I remember you. You are Xenovera, if I remember.
And I assume you're Tet.
Yes, Ted Karn, at your service.
It's a pleasure.
Darn, I know how to spell all of those things.
Nice to meet you. Name's Aaron.
I was close. Damn. Hi, I'm... Nope, that's not how you spell that. I spelled it with a C. And...
Yeah, that was my assumption as well.
Nope, it's with a K. Anyway.
Hi, you can call me Briar.
Got it. Briar, Aaron, and Zuniver, I remember you. I don't remember what you called your Drake, unfortunately. All the same,
Oh, Zarya.
the boat is
Idiot.
in the water. We're ready to shove off whenever the rest of you are. Oh, I am...
Did you get enough sleep? Have you eaten? How are you feeling?
Strange questions for somebody you just met, but I'm just fine. I haven't been doing much. I'm the quartermaster. There's not really much to do when we're locked on this port for now. Deal with shipping manifest and all that, but hey, did that days ago.
Glad to hear that you're so wonderful. Let's go.
I do have a question.
Yeah, what is it?
Did you lose your boot earlier?
Oh, long story, but while I was putting the boat back in the water, whole rigging thing went wrong, lost my boots. Don't worry about it, I had a spare.
Are
You
you
lost your-
normally that clumsy? Like, I'm cool with it if you are, no judgment.
Well, I couldn't be that how do I put this? If I
Do you
lost
not have your
things that
lamb
were
legs?
if I lost things that were not mine regularly, I couldn't be a very good quartermaster, now could I?
That depends. Do you find them after you lose them?
Definitely not.
Are you sure you don't want food or a drink on the way out? Because I don't mind.
No, I already ate. No idea where my silverware went, but I already did.
Did you eat them?
Of course not, that would have been painful.
What kind of... I'm gonna apologize. We had a long trip up here, and it appears to have jostled a little bit of our higher levels of intelligence. We're normally better than this. That's a lie. Out of character, I'm saying that's a lie. My apologies. Is there any chance that we could ask that you steer the ship whilst we maybe get some shut-eye for part of it?
That's fine. Were you planning on heading out through the night?
Yes, I'd like to, personally would like to not lose the trail. Oh, by the way, hey Aaron, pull out the map.
Oh, sure. And we'll show. So this is where we're heading.
If I had to guess, it'll probably be about a week and a couple days' journey if the currents favor us and we don't run into any storms along the shoreline, but... The river flows out towards sea, but thanks to a little bit of luck on our part and a bit of fancy ship rigging, the ship that we have here is meant to go against those sorts of currents.
Wonderful.
Freesail's large enough that it's rowed upstream, but that takes time. The smaller ship will be faster that way.
Seems
Your
like
expertise is noted and appreciated.
Seems like heading back to town was definitely a better choice than trying to walk there.
Agree.
Maybe.
Even with Azaria would have been quite a while.
I mean, yeah, you would have won around the south side of the entire basin. Would have taken you a while, that's for sure. But hey, on the other hand, where was I? It doesn't matter.
Good.
Hey, quick question. How good are you in a scuffle? I understand Vincent normally hires people who are. I'm just asking because we're supposed to protect you, and I want to know the intricacies of that matter.
Well, my job is not to actually fight on the main deck. As quartermaster, I deal with supplies and securing that sort of thing and all that. I don't generally work directly with combat. I can defend myself, but nothing quite as notable as one might hope.
Noted.
Do you want a crossbow? Would that help protect you?
Not very good with one of those. Well, you can use one of those. Not very good with them, though.
Cool. Xenovera, you
Yes.
must save this man. If
I've got
anything happens to
I've
him,
got
I
him.
will be so unhappy with you. Specifically.
Well, I appreciate your concern for me having just met.
Yes, definitely. Of course.
And now I'm not sure if you're being sarcastic, but look, it's fine. You can move your things
I'm
onto
trying
You
this
can move your
new
things on.
thing. It's hard.
You move your things onto the boat whenever you're ready. Everything's perfectly fine to head off as soon as you are. I just need to go recollect my... No. Where did I leave?
Let me check in your room.
No. I'll go with you.
No, it's
I'm
in the
so good
tavern.
at finding journals.
It's in the tavern.
Oh. Follow so fast. Nothing is gonna happen to this man. I am watching him.
Check out the boat.
Yeah, Xenover's also good.
Briar is on this man like a cheap suit.
He walks over to the table, checks the top of it, then goes underneath the table, pulls up a book, puts it in his in his jacket, and starts leaping again.
Are you sure you don't lose stuff routinely? This is your 2 for 2 here, buddy.
Never lose anything that's on a shipping manifest. Otherwise, I wouldn't be a very good
Okay.
quartermaster, now would I?
I'm gonna start a new shipping manifest for you specifically, and it's gonna include everything you're wearing, and oh god.
Well, I don't see how that would help, considering I'm not the one managing it, but even then, it's not really...
No, I'm gonna write it, and then I'm gonna give it to you, and then you can't lose anything.
I don't think that's how
And
that
I'm gonna
works.
start making a list, like, as I'm walking behind him with, like, of everything I can see on his person.
Don't feel like that's
and
how
in
that
big
works.
letters at the top, it says shipping manifest.
Don't think that's how this works.
And then Briar hands it to him.
Hey, I get... Sure, whatever, but...
Now
Don't
you
lose
won't
it,
lose
by
it.
the
It's
way.
fine. I trust you implicitly.
Don't lose the shipping manifest either.
No, he won't. He says he never loses anything written on a shipping manifest.
Well, anyway, I suppose...
Wait! And I grab it out of his hands real quick. Your life. Hand it back.
Well, I can't say I've ever lost that one, so I feel like I don't need that written down.
Just covering my bases, man. I'm not gonna lie. You've gotten me a little worried.
How? You
I
normally
look
just
at his
worry that
shoes.
people around you are going to end up dead for absolutely no reason. We're just taking
Yes.
a boat up a river.
I've nearly died twice in 2 days. This
Yeah.
area is not very safe.
All things considered, it's one of the safer areas.
If I understand.
Oh, I'm not. Yeah, his entire. No, they're not. It's
Actually, I
just a
wouldn't
bad.
know.
It's a bad surprise party. It's fine.
It was not a bad surprise, buddy. Don't call it that.
Regardless, I mean, look, the worst things in these water are just Hogwin, I mean. And they're not even really that far. I mean, you got at most a couple of scouts here and there.
Okay, but I'm sure nothing ever happens in Riverford except for like drunken bar brawls, and then 2 days ago it was attacked. So we're gonna operate under the assumption that everything bad is going to happen. And also, if anything bad happens to you, I would be very sad, especially because then we don't get paid.
I am going to
So-
start loading the ship with our food. You have fun with that.
Aaron will help.
Briar is so watching Ted.
Tet just goes to the ship.
Keep up.
Okay, I go with.
Oh, fuck.
That's
is
not-
this the ship that we're using, or is this a different
No,
one?
that's a different one. The other one's actually on the other side off the map of the free sail.
Eh.
How are we supposed to...
It
Fuck!
doesn't matter. I'm sure Cody will have.
I assume you guys are planning on sailing. I don't know why you have to... You don't need to put yourself in the boat.
No, I want to be in the boat. We're in the boat now.
Oh,
I'm off the map.
I'm on a boat.
You're off the map, and I
I'm
actually
on a
can't do
boat.
anything about that. You're just gone now.
I'm gone forever.
You're like, stop being gone forever.
I wasn't on the shipping manifest. I'm sorry.
Anyway,
We can never go back to Riverford because Briar does not exist there.
within a couple of hours, you're all on board the ship and begin sailing out of Riverford and towards the actual inland lake that separates parts of Kirograd and Rimvin.
Briar is trying to learn how to sail by watching Tet and probably asking intrusive questions. I'm like trying not to choke.
This ship itself is fairly small, but reasonable enough. There's a... it's a sort of pseudo steering wheel at the back. It's more of just a single spoke that is used to turn the rudder in the back, and some rigging at the back for a single sail ship. You imagine that some part of this ship is magically enhanced, and that is why it is so easy to be able to travel upriver, that and size.
Can I like try and I want to taste the magic. Can I see if I can learn anything about it?
You can't exactly taste magic, but you can roll Arcana, Religion, Nature, or Occultism about it, like Aaron just did with Arcana. Briar, you're not really too sure just in general how this works. Aaron, this appears to just be a simple enchantment. It's not anything so complicated as like control water or whatever. It's just very simply that it isn't affected by the current. It just ignores the current. That's all the magic is.
Ah, that's what he meant. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Which also means that while traveling back with the current, it's not. It goes the same speed, so it doesn't get that benefit, but it also can travel upriver.
And it can also stop in the middle of the river without moving backwards.
Yeah.
That's neat.
So yeah, Briar's just trying to learn how to sail, starting from the baby ship. I'm trying to learn everything, man. It's not even
That's-
about keeping all the
that's
lore.
fair.
Briar just loves learning things.
Mhm.
And also, if I learn how to sail, I get to keep my eyes on Tet.
I don't know why you're so worried about Tet.
Look at him.
I was told I was gonna not get paid if he dies.
That wasn't what was said.
That's what Briar heard. Was that it's coming out of my paycheck, and that's not gonna happen, man.
I believe that was if the boat is destroyed. I don't think Tet was mentioned at all.
No, Ted was.
Don't let
you
him
were told
die.
not to let him die.
Oh yeah, you're told
Don't
not to let him die, but it had nothing to do with
And
your
if the
payment.
ship gets hurt, then it's coming out of your paycheck. And Briar decided that the two are related.
Ted is actually the ship, don't you know?
No. I mean, we're fucked if he dies, by the way.
little
Because none of you can sail.
Yeah.
None of us can sail. That's not even why Briar's trying to learn. It's genuinely a love of learning. But, might be helpful.
Prior, roll me a D100 real quick.
Sure, whatever. It's cool. I got it.
Crossbow in the water.
Another crossbow. No.
Damn!
Really
Let's
close.
go!
No.
Really close to another 69.
Aw.
So while he's sailing and, that sort of thing, eventually, when you're actually following the current, and this is when it's starting to get sort of like a little bit later in the night, he lights a lantern on the side of the ship just for sight and that sort of thing. But then he just pulls out a book and just starts reading. The book, the only title of the book is just called Roger, and you can see the author's print below it, Roger Irwin.
So it's Roger Irwin?
No, the book's name is Roger. It's apparently written by Roger Irwin.
Yeah, so it's Roger
Presumably,
Irwin.
It's autobiographical.
But just Roger.
Roger?
Are
Roger
you
Irwin.
allowed to do that? Is the ship, cool?
Well, we're just following the river. I don't see how there'd be a problem.
Is that normal for ships, or is that not?
I suppose it depends on how well you know where you're traveling. I've been up this river a couple times.
Cool, because I've never sailed before, as a steering mechanism. So
As a helmsman, you mean?
Yes! I don't even know the lingo. I was hoping to learn from you.
Well, it's pretty simple. You see, you just move it that way to steer that way, and you move it this way to steer the other way. And I mean, besides that, you just follow the wind. When you can.
Briar notes this down in their journal. As if this is the gospel truth. Alright, well, thank you. So, I guess I'll leave you to your reading. Is it a good book?
Oh, yeah, it's about a pirate.
It's about pirates?
Yeah, it's an autobiography of one of the greater pirates,
Pretty cool.
I
Well,
think that
I guess...
I can't say for certain, but if he took the name because of it, or he's the reason for it, it's an old book and all. And apparently, has something to do with the whole Jolly Roger thing. We'll call the flags. It's weird considering it's a skull. You'd think it'd just be like his smiling face if he was really that jolly.
Good point. I like the way you think. Maybe I'll borrow it from you when you're done, if you finish quickly, or not. If you wanted to ever play cards, we could talk about it.
Yeah, sure, maybe.
Briar leaves them alone.
Front of the ship, just keeping watch.
Yeah, roll perception.
Aaron is using this time to write in his journal mostly about the dream right now, just trying to get as many details about that as he can.
Did you say roll perception?
Yeah.
Eh,
You don't notice anything out of the ordinary.
I kind of want to
Do it. We have 3.
Okay, I'll use my once a day free hero point. That's a 21.
All right, well, let's see what happens then. You notice that there are shapes moving in the...
Beware of those shapes in the water. Be ready just in case.
Are they close?
Mildly.
They appear to be circling the
Cat.
ship.
In fact, they're circling
Why
us.
are there-
Be ready.
Why
Zuniver,
are there shapes in the water, Tet?
It's probably Sahagwin. I mentioned they're around here.
Alright, I pull out my dueling cape and I try to like find a spot that's like hidden a little bit. I don't think that there's anywhere to hide, but trying to like maybe like hide between, I don't know, under something, behind something, anything.
Can I try to look closely at one of the shapes and make out what type of creature it is?
I mean, yeah. I mean, that would be perception followed by a society check.
All right, first
Could I
perception,
roll?
and then
That's good.
then the society.
No idea. Ted said it's probably Sahagwin, but he's still, reading his book. He doesn't seem very concerned at all, which, that's a thing.
Does it look dangerous?
Looks about the size of a person. A little smaller.
Sorry, it still does not like the water and is very antsy.
And then they begin. And then there are two of these shapes, by the way, and they after a while of circling, it's pretty late into the night at this point. The lantern is just barely illuminating the water. Thanks to the perception checks, though, you notice that they are, in fact, approaching the ship now.
Oh.
Cool.
Incoming.
Aaron will draw his light scimitar, even though he has no intention of using it.
New music!
Yeah.
Thump, thump, thump,
I'm
thump, thump.
crouching down somewhere with my
Thump.
duelist cloak and my rapier.
Thump.
I can hear it!
Thump, thump.
Nice.
Nice.
I can hear it! I don't
Fuck.
understand this. Has music been going the
Why am I
entire
on here
time?
twice?
I don't
Yes.
know why you're on there twice.
Nice
Can
initiative.
I perhaps if perhaps use stealth for initiative maybe?
Yes, because you're saying you were hiding beforehand.
Oh.
Oh
Can I re-roll that? Using one of my
Using a hero
hero
point?
points?
Yes. You can use a hero point to reroll, yes. Don't forget to select your token before... Okay, so...
Isn't your
Oh, did I not?
worse than
No,
your
you
I
have-
did. I have.
But you didn't use the initiative button.
Oh, motherfucker.
That's okay,
Well-
you're still on there, and I can just... type it in for you.
You're right. I forgot that I could use it as the. I try. I'm sorry. I'm a failure.
As a note, that's why you were on there twice, because I just added everyone there.
no!
I like that he uses your character name.
Well, of course I do. It makes it easier for everyone, definitely. Anyway, that said, just find this real quick.
Where'd the music go? Did it stop?
No.
Okay.
Alrighty. Aaron, you're actually up first. Meaning, because they were basically trying to hide from you in their approach, but you beat their initiative with perception.
Ah.
Ooh, not that. You can see them approaching from those two sides.
Well, I actually have the ability to do this. So, produce flame on the one directly below me.
All right.
Yeah.
A
Just for
16, however, will miss for two reasons. One, it misses. Two, they get a little bit of cover from being, underwater.
Yeah, because produce flame and water.
Well, also just things in general, passing through water have a little bit of a penalty, but
But hey, I actually got to attack, and if it was a crit, that would have been nice.
Would've
Alright, I
been.
use shield.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I'm proud of you too. I'll use Bane.
I was considering using Bane, but the thing is, we don't know if this is going to be the only fight of the day.
It's a nighttime though. After this, we're gonna sleep.
This is true. Maybe I should have used that. Oh well.
It's
Anyways.
too late. You did great.
It swims, climbing onto the boat, and is going to stab Azaria.
No, my horse.
Going to stab Azaria.
Take 4 less damage.
Alright.
Jesus Christ.
20 damage, minus 4.
16 damage, cool.
Damn
Let's see, where is that? How does it... So Azaria, as the fact that this was a critical hit, is also going to begin bleeding, as this is now causing bleeding, persistent bleed damage, 1d4 of it. And the Sea Devil, the Sahagwan, goes into a rage as it has drawn blood, and thus now it is in a blood frenzy.
God damn it.
Super awesome.
Indeed.
Noted.
It has one more action, which it is going to use to try and bite.
No touchy. Still hit. AC is 15.
Yeah, unfortunately, young animal
biting
companions.
yet.
This is 6 damage.
Somehow still up. Would have been down if I hadn't retributive strike that.
Yeah. Ted just like
Stop laughing!
Ted just like closes his book, just looking around like, oh, that's not very good, is it? He just moves over
God,
here,
Ted.
takes out a dagger, and is going to stab.
Ted, no.
Fortunately, he misses. He tried though.
Ted.
Fortunately?
No, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. Just seeing here, buddy.
He tried to kill Azaria. No.
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 My horse.
Briar.
I'm gonna get up here next to Aaron. Gonna move my 10 feet. Be like, sup? I'm gonna see this thing is now exactly 30 feet away, and I'm going to attempt something that may or may not work. I shall cast Tanglefoot. Click.
Oh.
Well, considering the attack roll there, it does not work.
I would like to instead. Can I add a D10 to that?
You can add 10 to it, but it's, with the hero point if you want, I guess.
Oh, is that not what I want to do? Is that why you're saying it like that, Cody?
Well, it's a Tanglefoot. I mean, it's just going to slow it for a little bit.
Oh, I was hoping to make it so it couldn't get to the boat until we dealt with the other one.
Yeah, Tanglefoot does not entangle unless you critically hit, I believe.
Yeah, and I don't think a 18's gonna be a critical success, and I don't think I'm gonna roll better. Alright.
Well, you could
Briar's
roll a
gonna
20. That's always an option.
Are you guys ready for it? Watch it. I'm gonna use the hero point, and I'm gonna re-roll it, and I'm just gonna get a 20. Are you ready?
Are you going to do it?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I had to just lower my hero point status. Do I just roll 1d20, or do I hit the button again?
You can just hit the button again.
Okay. Up.
No.
You didn't...
The fates have said no.
Fate
tried.
has said no.
Alright, so I moved, and I failed. Shit, I'm gonna pull my...
Tanglefoot is a 2-action spell, by the way, not a 1-action
God!
spell.
No, it says 1.
Yeah,
Yes, that's because that's wrong.
Oh.
Fuck! Why is it wrong?
It's a 2-action spell.
But it said it was... Are you sure?
Yes.
I'm gonna trust you implicitly. Alright, well then Briar's done. Let me go change what it says there. Good to know.
Not the dragon.
No, it's actually attacking Aaron.
Oh no, not Aaron.
It assumes said dragon will bleed to death, so it's attacking Aaron.
It probably will.
It only has 1 attack, though, because I had to move twice.
Jesus
Ow.
Christ, Cody.
Hmm.
Guess what a hero point to reroll that.
No.
Oh.
Cody, can you not, buddy?
14 damage, and you are also bleeding now, and it is also going to enter a blood rage.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh boy.
So I was going to ask this very important question of if you fear, and I'm still going to ask it. If you fear an enemy, does that make them frightened of all allies?
No, frightened is just a condition. It doesn't. They don't have a target that they're frightened of. They are just frightened.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
So if I feared this one, it would have been helpful.
Uh,
I'm not going to do that anymore. Because I kind of need to fear this one.
well, it doesn't really matter. I mean,
So
Why?
fear doesn't immediately make them go away unless they critically fail.
right.
Yeah, but it does lower their
Attack. Yeah.
TN to.
It lowers their attacks, their saves, their ACs, and their DCs.
Mhm.
Not their AC/DCs though, which weirdly enough. Anyway,
Good. That would be unfortunate if their music got turned down.
it would.
Turn down for what?
No, Xenovera, it's your turn. Don't make me
Get
take-
struck from
Don't knock the
sky
guy
with a
who keeps
lightning
hurting you.
Don't make me take your turn away from you.
bolt. Why would you do such a thing? I'm gonna move.
We
I'm gonna
wouldn't.
strike. Hold on. Clicky. Neat.
Woo!
Okay.
Neat.
That is 16 damage. Very good. Very good. Yeah. Okay, so.
As in like a fit of fury, he slices into this thing twice from behind.
Yeah, both are hits, and both are very good damage. It, however, is not slain by that, thanks to its
Damn.
blood rage keeping it going.
Damn.
Nice.
It's like a barbarian rage and gives it 10 HP.
Barbarian.
Wonderful.
Aaron! Also, actually, Azaria is going to take bleed damage there.
Yeah, that's true.
Hmm.
You want me to roll it or do you want to roll it?
I'm rolling it. The D4.
Fuck.
No! She goes down. She's
Bleed.
now dying one.
Leads to unconsciousness. Now you can roll the flat check.
Make Cody roll it. He's rolling well.
Unfortunate.
Unfortunately, the bleeding is still continuing. Aaron, it is now your turn.
Fuck.
Don't forget to move their initiative, please, and thank you. Wait, that's my initiative.
It's your
Fuck.
initiative, yeah.
Don't forget
Alright.
to move my initiative, please, and thank you.
No,
Step
it doesn't move.
Step 1, I wish to fear the person who just stabbed me because fuck.
Okay.
Um
He makes a save. We'll save. I know that your DC is higher than 8 at this point.
No, it is 18.
Is it 5, 6, 7?
It says key is 4 and proficiency is trained 4.
Yeah, yeah.
For a level 2, does that help?
No, yeah, your DC is 18. I don't know why. For some reason, I thought it should be higher. Oh, for some reason, I was
Mine is?
thinking that your key ability score should have been +5 for some
You're at
reason.
5.
Yeah, it's
Also,
just
their
yeah.
will save is really fucking high.
No,
They're
that's,
raging.
Yeah, no, that's pretty normal either way. Let me just check
You know, you
something.
could level us up after this, so that way you'd be right.
That's not how that works. Yeah, okay. Anyway. It passes, but it's still frightened 1.
And then can I use battle medic on myself?
Can.
Okay. I'm
Oof.
going to use a hero point.
Alright.
Yeah, that's fair.
To
22.
22 is not a critical success, right?
No. If you
I'm
add 10 to
re-roll.
something that's already a failure, it's not going to turn it into a critical success.
I'm re-rolling because I just need to get an above average, like not even above average, just an average roll would be enough to
I
crit.
believe in you.
Or wait, no, that's not how that works.
No.
What would I need to?
You would need at least a 7. You need a 7 to succeed, you would need a 17 to crit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
It'd be
literally
better
rolled
to
a
just use the
4.
+10.
All right. Then yeah, I'll just use a +10.
Alright.
I feel like you could have rolled above a 4.
Me too.
You should have done it.
That'd be safe than sorry, though.
Yeah. I mean, how much damage did I take again?
Did you not reduce your health?
I forgot to do that.
You took 14?
14.
Okay, so I am at 14. So that is going to be 2d8.
in the interest of fairness to green, they haven't actually gotten hit like the entire time.
Oh no! Oh no!
Can't reroll that. Anyway, you healed for 2.
Yep. That is a very rough turn. Okay.
Cody's rolling real well. We're rolling real terrible.
Yep.
Where's the death check here?
I need,
Oh god, the curse!
4 bleed damage, by the way, and roll a d20. That's the flat check to see if you stop bleeding.
Yeah.
You stop bleeding.
Hey, stop bleeding.
There's that. Okay.
Yep. This one's turn. It's gonna try and bite Xenovera.
Yeah, that's fair. Hey, don't crit me, please. Hey, Cody.
Did it crit you?
Yeah, that crit me. Cool.
20 damage.
20 damage.
Yep. And you're also bleeding now because that was a crit.
So TPK, by the way. In front of my chicken.
It's going to try and claw try and claw at and miss, and it might as well try it again because why not? And miss. Pet's turn.
He is flanking. Is he a rogue?
Well, not exactly,
Oh. Okay.
but on the
He's
same.
swashbuckler.
Wow, he's not rolling well, that's for sure.
Unfortunate.
Can I
Second
get
attack.
the point?
There he goes.
Oh,
His
okay,
second
never mind.
attack rolled well though. And let's see about his third attack. Yeah, third attack definitely not. But the second attack hit.
Good job!
It's
Yeah,
dead.
buddy. Nice.
So basically, it bites you, it turns, and then claw, dodge. He just stabs it in the throat. That's his turn. Briar.
Cool. I'm gonna see if I can can I not get around Azaria to try and flank?
No, you can. You can move through ally squares without any trouble.
So I can get 15.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna go behind it. So action 1 is to move. Action 2 is to stab. Let me go onto my page. Action 2 is to stab.
Nice.
There we go.
Hey.
I did good, Dad.
Very good, very good.
Yay! Tell me what buttons to press. I press damage.
Damage twice. Or
Damage,
actually,
damage, and you can either double that.
I'm gonna just
or-
double that.
Okay,
it's
so
10, and then
So you're going to be
sneak attack,
doubling, yeah. So just click sneak attack.
and then also plus a deadly D8, right?
Yep. So you just roll a d8. So
Okay.
that's 6. So that's 12 plus this d8.
Is
So
it
it's
dead?
No, and no, it's not
No?
plus. It's
okay.
not 20.
Right, because it doesn't
Yeah.
have 2 of that 4. Right.
Yeah. It's
16?
16. Yes. A very
Okay,
good
and then
stab,
you
but not
roll-
enough to kill it.
A second attack? And I just hit the button?
You can, yeah.
Did I hit
Flanking,
it?
I think that hits.
With flanking, yes, that hits.
Yay! Did I kill
Uh,
it?
Click sneak attack again.
Yay!
Every time you hit something that's flat-footed, you do sneak attack, and flanking is a great way to have sneak attack. You do not kill it, however, though the damage done is severe.
Motherfucker. Okay, well that's the end of my turn.
Well, it's also gonna try and bite.
That's fair.
Oh, and Xenovera, I should mention, by the way, you got lucky. I forgot about something.
Oh, cool.
Though to be fair, it wouldn't have downed you, but I'm not forgetting about it
Yeah,
now.
more damage on the bite. With a
Oh,
crit.
thanks, Xenovera!
Does
That's
16
fine, I'm
hit you?
cool.
Almost
Nope.
definitely not.
Nope.
Would've hit him, sorry.
There we go.
Oh, that does hit me. Cool. That
Just
hurt.
know that auto crits.
This is a claw.
Good
doesn't-
use a reaction.
You gonna use your reaction to reduce it by
Yeah.
by 4?
By 4.
It's probably a good idea.
Out of curiosity, does raising my AC by 2 to 21 make it not like
No.
as bad or no? Okay.
No, because it's
cool.
20.
Okay.
If this was a
Gonna take it.
19, then yes, that would be how it works.
Just checking.
But given that it is a 20 increases the
Please
success
don't kill me
stage
in one shot.
by 1 step.
That's all I ask.
If my math is correct,
Like,
If
you could
you
kill
rolled
me in
an
the
8,
next
I don't
claw.
think it would.
Yeah, no,
because
it
of
is. It
the,
is impossible
punch.
for it to. It is impossible for it to kill you in one hit for the reason that it is reduced by 4.
Okay, cool, thanks.
And also it's a claw.
Yes!
Also roll the 1.
Oh my god!
You take 16 damage, however, and also you're bleeding now.
Is that 16? Am I already minus 4?
No,
So it's 12.
Okay, cool.
And
I
you're
have
also-
HP in a dream.
you're also bleeding now. Also, it has 1 more claw attack.
That's fine. It wasn't in 1 turn, so that's fine. Nope.
That's a miss.
Yeah, no.
Xenovera.
Gucci.
Xenevera's gonna do a thing.
Do I not bleed that round, or is it my next turn?
You bleed on your turn.
Okay.
Spells.
Thanks.
Lay on hands the dragon.
Azaria has 3 health.
It's true. Does it stop the bleeding?
No.
Unfortunate. I should have waited. Hey, was that?
That was just me rolling for its bleed damage in the future.
Oh, okay, cool, thanks.
The gods have smiled upon us. We're turning things around, guys.
Axe. Fuck. Do I want to reroll
No.
that?
Yes.
Your axe goes
Do it.
flying into Azaria's face. No.
I don't want to spend my hero points, but I might as well reroll that.
You may as well. It's fine.
Yeah.
I use them for memes.
Nope.
But at least you don't lose your nothing.
You're also bleeding now, by the way.
I mean, I was before, but yes.
Well, no, I just said you were. You know,
Yeah, how much
Yeah.
do I take?
1.
Also 1.
Yes!
You and Azaria both take 1. I need 2 flat checks.
First is for Azaria, second is for me. Cool!
You both stop bleeding.
I like that
Duty?
through strength of will, your wounds will close.
It's by divine favor, obviously.
Aaron.
It's theoretically possible to do a burning hands in about this being the edge of the cone and it hits, right?
To
You
angle
could
it without hitting an ally.
You can move here and then burning hands this way.
There's a Drake in the way.
Technically
stand
speaking, you can use 1 action to get on top of the Drake, and that works.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Azaria would
Okay.
allow it.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
You get to
Because,
ride the Drake twice!
Technically speaking, using the mount action works here, so...
Because I'm pretty sure burning hands will absolutely kill this thing. So
It's not a DC 14, but okay. You need to make sure you...
no, it's a DC 14.
Wait, what?
Because this is a arcane spell and not a divine spell.
That's not how that works.
That's how I was told it worked.
That's not how that
No.
works.
That's not how that works.
Okay, then it should be an 18.
I don't know who
Yeah.
told you that, but spells you get from your god are added to your divine spell list. They are treated as divine spells.
I think
Then-
how I said it was you get this arcane spell, but I didn't mean to say it as you get a arcane spell.
Okay, I have redone it. Here we go.
There you go.
I think it'll make it, but it's still 1d6, and I think that's enough to kill.
Phil.
Yo!
So roll your 2d6.
You get 2d6.
Also, you always roll 2d6. You just half it if it's...
Ah, I see.
10
Yo!
Nice. If you blast that thing with flame, that's nice.
Yep.
I
It's
haven't done
not
that
dead, but it is also, very scorched. It smells like
Oh,
fish
fuck.
sticks. Does he do it?
What does he do? Does he throw the dagger?
Don't
Does he
throw it
do it?
overboard. Don't throw it overboard.
He throws the dagger.
He'll lose it.
He throws
Crit,
the
go.
dagger. Well, dagger misses.
Does it go into the water? Can
No.
I use my reaction? Cool.
It hits the side of the ship. He sighs, pulls out his second dagger, and just stabs the downed one in the throat to kill it.
Yeah, that's fair. It's a coup de group.
We're gonna chum the waters, kids.
Briar.
As
As a note, you can stand here and here, so.
If you wanted to flank.
Yeah, sure. I stand here. Right?
Yeah.
That's flanking.
Yep, you
Yeah.
can jump on the railing of the ship.
Now you're fancy.
Cool. Don't fall off. Boom. That doesn't do it.
Heck.
I try again. Does that do it?
That does do it.
And I get sneak attack?
Yep. You always get sneak attack if they're flat-footed.
Just I figured I'd ask, because I ain't rolling great.
Well, it doesn't matter because it's dead.
Does it work?
Oh boy.
I would like to tell you, no matter what damage you rolled, would have killed.
It was 1.
It
No,
had
no. It was exactly the amount.
no. It had 2 health. As long as you had sneak attack, it died.
And
Nice.
am I now allowed to flip back onto the ship?
Yes, you are, because that is the end of the combat.
Cool. I want to do a really cool flip onto the ship so I can look cool in front of our new friend.
All right.
I'm
Go for
very
acrobatics.
quickly.
I believe you're still bleeding, however.
Ah!
I don't remember.
Yeah, they got crit.
Yeah, no, I don't remember.
I think everyone got crit.
Yeah,
You
Except
did.
for... Yeah, I did.
Zarya did. You didn't.
All right, so
Yes,
what
no,
damage
Xenovera
do I
did.
take? Is
Oh,
it less?
yeah, you were.
How much damage do I take? Do I roll it? Or...
You take 4.
God damn it. Okay, I have 6 health in a dream. I'm
And
still gonna
roll
do the
a-
backflip, though.
Yep, roll a d20.
D20 or acrobatics?
Well, flat check to see if you stop bleeding.
Oh, okay.
You're still bleeding.
Nope.
And
I'm
then
still
you can
bleeding.
roll acrobatics if you want, but I mean...
Yeah.
Should
Can it
have...
be really, really
Easy.
super cool because I rolled a 19?
Well, I mean,
How many flips do you do?
backflip is fine.
Yeah, I'm a backflip onto the boat and then go here, and I'm bleeding. Help!
Yep.
Uh,
That's not how he says it, but fuck.
Tat walks over, picks up his dagger, stabs this one in the throat, throws it overboard.
I give Tet a thumbs up and try to
That
see
is-
if he saw me do the backflip.
Kicks the other one overboard.
Yeah, this one's on Briar.
Yep.
Thank
Not a
you.
crit.
Was that a
unfortunately.
battle medicine or was it a?
What's the difference?
Well, battle medicine is instant. Regular treat wounds takes 10 minutes.
But you
So-
can also spend, was it an hour to double that?
Yeah, with continual, you can spend an hour of extended care treat. However, immediate bleeding is
was-
immediate.
Yeah, this was battle medicine.
That's true.
Yeah, there's no way I would die from bleeding. So if you want to take,
No, you might.
Is that- Does that mean this is a crit then, or no?
No. Why'd it be a crit?
Okay. Because
Unless you had a plus one
25
from somewhere.
is the normal thing, but
You didn't have a +1.
no, I didn't. Okay.
You get that 4 health back.
4 health.
Cool.
Yay.
Thanks, buddy. Does it stop the bleeding?
Well, you take
Nope.
4 more bleed damage and roll another d20.
Okay, so I'm back to 6 now. I don't mean to rush you, Aaron, but I'm in a lot of pain. Just letting you know.
2 action heal spell for.
Well, let's see how Ted does, because he does have an option to help with this. Let's see how he does.
Wow. Good job, Ted. Sorry for calling you Tess.
He just walks over, you're basically tearing a piece of cloth, wraps it around the wound. Alright, that should at
Aw.
least keep you patched up for now. Still gonna need to
Thank
actually, be properly treated, but you shouldn't bleed to death, at least. So hey, you got that going for you.
Thank you.
I left my dagger in the fishman.
You left
Oh.
the other dagger in the fish. You pulled the other. Okay.
No, the one I just threw over. I forgot to. It's alright, I got a spare.
Briar looks over the edge and is like, how
Swim.
far has how feasible is it for me to go get that?
Wait 1 second. And
Well,
then-
swimming is athletics.
That's fine.
You've been
I'm good at everything.
You've been traveling, not too long after that, but it's about 6 seconds. The boat's still moving at a regular pace, so I mean,
Get 10 health
you can
back.
make athletics to dive back in, but do remember
Nope,
that.
I'm doing it. Fuck it.
Yeah, the DC for swimming in this water is 15,
No.
and you
So they
dove
start
in.
drowning?
Well, no, not exactly. You're just not making any progress.
I like sit there and I'm like trying really hard and I'm just like and I try and get back on the boat.
All right, roll another athletics.
Okay.
Zuniver dives after it for them.
I got
mean-
a 24. Does that help?
Well, yeah, you got back on the boat.
Xenovera's gonna go get the dagger since they were that
I don't
concerned
get
about
anything for my critical success.
Well, you get back on the boat without having to roll again.
Can I get back on the boat with the
Because
flip?
remember, the boat is still moving.
it. Yeah. So how many checks do I need to make to get to the thing and then get back?
3.
Cool.
So,
One more. Alright, you make it back. Basically,
Close.
every time you fail, the boat gets one more check away from you.
Just gets back onto the boat, dripping wet, hands the dagger,
Oh,
walks back over, pats, goes to go clean himself off.
I like squeegee out my wig, and I'm just like, I meant to. Okay.
well, I appreciate the thought either way. I mean, I lose things all the time. I'm used to it.
I'd rather you not waste any equipment.
Excuse you, that was on the list.
Oh, I lost that.
You said. Thank you for your help and for patching me up.
Xenovera's gonna start
Fire
taking off his
sits
armor.
down on the boat.
He needs to get this fucking shit dry so it doesn't start rusting.
one heal spell gave Briar 10 HP. This
Yes.
next
Yes.
one is for me.
I'm up to 16, so I'm Gucci.
Okay, I am pretty much fine now.
Xenovera, sorry, I could use some healing.
Yeah, next come the medicine checks for Azaria, because they're right there.
You actually hurt them. Hold on. Roll that.
Or, you could just re-roll it.
I'm kind of thinking of re-rolling it
But it would have been
because
funny.
no, I don't want
Do
to.
not hurt the dragon.
Don't want to do that. Which is then 2d8. Dragon's got 10 health back.
If you spend an hour, you can turn that into 20.
And then it'd be full health.
No, it wouldn't.
I lied.
Yeah, but can't you just do this again for the next 10 minutes?
Yes, but that would require...
After a wait.
You have to wait an hour to do a check again anyway on the same target.
Got it.
And next
so
we're okay, I'm re-rolling that one too. Fuck.
It's okay. You can just hurt him. That's okay.
Okay.
Xenovera will
Don't-
survive.
It'll be
with your-
funnier.
Xenovera will survive that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, it was at 2 HP.
And
So roll a
then
d8.
Okay.
It's an 8, isn't it?
No, it's only a 4.
Ow, what are you doing?
1 second. And then I'm gonna use Healer's Blessing, and then I'm gonna use another heal. God.
Briar is watching and taking notes, right? And is like, is that how that's supposed to,
No.
should I not be taking notes on this?
I've not been doing too well with this today. Just don't.
It's fine.
Oh, no pressure. And Briar like scribbles something out and like puts the journal back.
It's because of the Sahagwin bites and claws and that sort of thing. They leave lacerations. Really hard to patch those up without actual sewing equipment.
Oh,
So now that my weapons are back, do I still have just like a rope or the bandage tied around me? Or like on my ring of discretion, or did it disappear?
Oh, no. Anything added onto it after the daily preparations is just there, so...
Cool, okay.
Still have that bandage tied around wherever you were bleeding.
see,
My arm for style points.
Sure.
Yes.
the reasoning for my rolls being really bad is Aaron's not ever taken damage before.
Yeah.
This is
Not
the
that we
first
know of.
time actually taking combat damage.
Briar like
And
reaches
it was a
over
crit.
and like pats you on the shoulder and is like, are you okay?
It's fine. I kind of felt about this bad when I first woke up, so it's fine. I just need some sleep.
Or, you could actually bandage your wounds.
I tried that. It didn't go very well.
Well,
You know what? I'll try. Briar's gonna try and help.
look, going to sleep with an injury is worse than doing your best to patch it up before you sleep, even if you make it worse in the short term. Trust me on that.
Yeah. I'm gonna help. It's gonna be great. Are you guys ready for this?
Do it. And you hurt them.
No.
No? Is it? Oh, it has to be a 5 and below, right?
Yeah. 5 or lower or a natural 1.
Briar's like, okay, so I was watching you and I think this is how you do it, right?
Alright, let's stop there before we make this any worse. Just
No,
watch
it
me
wasn't.
for a bit, okay?
Okay, Briar pulls back the journal.
I failed.
You don't hurt anyone though.
Briar is
Can I
like,
try again, or do I have to wait an hour?
Well, okay, so every medicine check you make has a 1 hour cooldown between it. So that means every hour you can spend 10 minutes attempting a medicine check on somebody. That's just how it works.
Got it.
You've done
So-
one for Azaria, Xenovera, and yourself now. So besides Briar, is Briar still injured?
Briar is at 16 out of 22. I'm kind of okay with that. I'm not bleeding.
I can do this on you.
Yep.
1 second.
And that's
Guys,
48.
we're friends, okay? Briar is well past full.
Yep. And because that would take 40 minutes to go through the entire list, if you wait another 20, you could once again try it on Azaria, and then Xenovera, and then yourself.
Alright, we're doing this until everyone's at full. This is for Azaria.
Briar just kind of keeps an eye out to see if there's any more
Perfect.
Sahawan.
Rash is full. Perfect.
Alright, Xenovera.
Perfect.
Once I can myself again.
Yep, that would be right after you finish with Xenovera's, actually.
I'm feeling great.
6, 5. Soiled it.
What's amusing is I was actually only missing 2 HP by that point, but I failed the medicine check.
I tried to help, man. Wait, can I want to help. Briar walks over as Aaron's patching himself up and is like, yes, I understand. Let me try something. Not to actually heal. I just want to roll a medicine check. Did I do it?
It depends. What are you trying to do?
Briar's just trying to they think that they're helping. They're trying to bond.
So
That's what they're trying to do.
So
Did I do it right, Aaron?
So how this works, this is just how the system works. The DC for assisting somebody is 20.
I wasn't trying to assist. I was just copying him after he did it. After he healed himself.
The DC if you were trying to do your own medicine check would be 15. However, they're already immune to medicine for an hour because they've already been treated by medicine within the past hour.
That's fine with me.
So
Briar's just trying to show off that they learned.
in other words,
The
you
roll
just
is pretty good.
in other words, you put a bandage on a bandage.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what happened. After Aaron was patched up, Briar came over and put a needless bandage around his arm.
Here.
Where there was no damage.
Xenovera's still got a little bit missing.
No, he's full.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Everyone-
We're all good.
Yeah,
Did I do it? Did I do it right?
I mean, that's about the right idea.
It wasn't
Okay,
unhelpful.
cool. What do you mean? I was helping.
Like I said, it wasn't unhelpful.
Briar goes and takes notes and is really proud of themselves. They're like, I did it great. That bandage, impeccable.
Alright.
Don't
Anyway.
never tell me the odds.
Anyway, like I said, worst things in these water are the Sahagwin, so
I'm still waiting for another Drake.
well, as long as we don't go out towards the deep seas anyway.
Oh.
Briar's gonna go back over to Tet and look and be like, are you missing anything else?
List you gave me. I got my dagger back, so that's no, I think I have mostly everything.
I'm do I see anything that looks like it's missing
Not particularly.
from before? Okay, cool. Briar's gonna okay, cool, just let me know if you need any help.
Did lose my lunch though.
You haven't eaten?
No,
Or
the
you
lunch
threw
I was
up?
preparing for yesterday. Not yesterday,
Oh.
tomorrow. I was preparing yesterday for tomorrow. Just gone. So I think the Drake ate it.
No,
Zuniver would-
she would never.
Azara was not steal other people's food. She has
Oh,
her own.
no. I think I left it too close to her food.
Oh, well, then no promises.
Right. Okay, I'm just gonna keep an eye out for you, and try and make sure you keep everything on you. This is like having a child.
I don't know why you're so worried. Honestly, I'm more worried about the rest of you. You got torn up pretty bad by those Sahagwin.
This happens like at least once a day. I'm fine.
Gotta get better at dodging. Even hit me.
That's because they didn't attack you.
They did. You're not
They
paying
did.
attention?
I saw it. It was pretty cool.
Thinks about it. They didn't attack you in earnest.
Oh, I see. So you're trying to downplay my abilities, huh?
Sure, let's go with that.
I mean, I believe you, but if you wanted, we could like duel. It'd be pretty fun on the ship.
That
Please
just
don't
sounds
duel the
like
ship.
that just sounds like asking to be ambushed in the middle of it. No thanks.
Yes, that's
Sorry, burps out
very
the spoon. by the way.
sad.
From his little box lunch, just like burps it out. It just falls onto the deck.
Anyway, we'll be traveling through the night till can't really see anymore. Which another couple hours, then I'm gonna park on the shoreline. You guys can get some rest till then.
Yeah, I'm gonna ride for a bit and then we'll sleep because I'm exhausted, to be honest.
Yes, well, sleep does sound good about now.
Yeah, you can just
Yeah,
sort of lay your
over
bedrolls
sleep.
along the bottom of the ship. There's no below deck, considering there's only one deck. But hey, you know, it works.
Yes.
Hmm.
Zuniver will post up at the front.
Indeed, and that is where we will end the session for today.
Wow.
There was like 6 crits that combat encounter.
There were a lot.
How much experience for those crits?
I'll worry about that in a moment. I just thank you for watching, everyone. Have a nice day. Have a nice night. I'm sorry I nearly killed everyone, but that's what Tet was here for. Clearly, no, he actually wasn't. He's just an NPC. He's literally using an NPC stat block that I found for a navigator. Like that's he is literally just a navigator. I don't. The reason I picked it, by the way,
level 15 navigator, like
no,
that'd be great.
that would be hilarious. But no, a ship captain's only level 6. A navigator is fairly low level. He just does plus a d6 of damage while on a boat, and I was like, that makes him very useful.
That's neat.
Hey,
That's
he
pretty
helped
cool.
me out.
Oh no, he's really good at. He rolled well for that. He's not so.
Yeah, we're
Anyway,
friends.
see you next time, stream.
Bye.
Nice, Jim.
We love you.
Bye.